So I gotta say, Goblin Slayer has really dragged me back into the series. Honestly, it had those 2 episodes that were just kind of really mad and bland. That it's just kind of like I don't know about this. Is Goblin Slayer really going to go down the wrong path? Is it going to be something that's truly repetitive? And if it is going to be repetitive, how is it going to handle those things? And so far, it's handled those things good, and it's entered new information actually. So it hasn't been completely repetitive in terms of the enemy. I think that's not even completely repetitive right now. We saw the eyeball at the end of the episode, and they keep bringing up things that kind of reference the demon lords. So at the end of the day, I see the demon lords as a true enemy. Once again, I see them as the true enemy. So I mean, I think that's just it, and that's the route it probably should go down, and what is probably most likely best for it. So hopping into this episode, I know a lot of people are going to be asking, "Oh, did Goblin Slayer lay down with Sword Maiden and or the other maid?" Well, to be honest with you guys, I made sure I checked into what some of the light novel readers said and whatnot, and they said no, that ritual is strictly sleeping together without any sexual conduct going on. That's how the spell works. You have to sleep with a version of for one night. And Sword Maiden was only there because she was helping the ritual progress, per se. She had to be there. They needed someone that was strong enough to do the spell. So that's what was going on there, just to let you guys know. So other than that, though, we get to see that Goblin Slayer went through some pretty interesting training, and I really want to know more about his master. What species was he even? He didn't look human by any means, and he was a mage for sure, but he definitely did not look human. I mean, look, did you see how long the teeth were? The body, the way he looked facially. So I mean, his facial expressions, the way his face looked in general, it's just not human, So that was cool to see, these riddles and whatnot. He tested his mental durability, which is key. I mean, mentally you have to be set. It doesn't matter what your physicality is, what your physical makeup is. If you're not mentally strong, then you're probably not going to do a lot of things, especially when it's in life or death scenarios. You have to remain calm. So we got to see him, garner that mental strength and where it comes from. So that's pretty cool to see. I would love to dive into that more. I mean, we got to see his face as a kid once again, and we got to actually see, his face partially as, well, an adult, right? We gotta see this episode. So it's cool to see that he has like a grayish brownish kind of hair. It's cool to see he's ripped, jacked, and scars everywhere. It shows you, it adds characterization in a way to the character in terms of his body having all those scars. It shows what he's been through and how far he's gone and how he continues to push through. So that's pretty cool to see once again. But defeating the demon lord, but yet being scared of goblins is something the Sword Maiden actually stated today. So that was something I found interesting as well. I mean, the Goblin Slayer actually also admitted he was scared, and that was something that really just kind of shifted the episode a little bit and really kind of elevated it for me. That whole first half of the episode was great. I loved it. I mean, I didn't mind the middle half. It's cool because we got more conversation and some cool dialogue going on between the young priestess and, of course, Goblin Slayer. You see him opening his heart. You see that he's appreciative of them, and that's cool. We get to see him becoming a human being slowly but surely. He may always be that socially awkward kind of guy, but we see him becoming human. He's not as much as a robot per se as he once was. So that was really cool to see, and that's where Goblin Slayer excels, is whenever it gives us info dumps. I believe, especially for Goblin Slayer, he's such a characters like him are just fascinating in general. The quiet and the just the socially different, keep to themselves introverts are really cool to see on the the screen, on the anime shows, on any show for that matter, and media in general, because there's always something that probably makes them who they are, and there's probably a collective amount of things, and it's cool to see them develop and kind of get through that shell and become something else. And that's what I like to see, because I get to see characters grow, and I get to know characters, I should say. So that's always really cool to see, man. But see that he admits that he's actually even scared is not something he would never admit it. That's something that you would have never have known, and that just makes it even better. I love the mystique of Goblin Slayer's character. So, but I mean, other than that though, what do you guys think of Goblin Slayer right now? Do you think it's picked back up and it's just like, hell yeah, I'm on board with the show again, or what do you think? So, as always, guys, I'm going to end the video right here. You guys have been hexed. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Phone to Rex25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And hopefully I get that SEO video out today. Hopefully. I don't really know. I'm kind of feel like being lazy. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.